everybody. Welcome to Give Us the Launch Codes. Tom is gulping hard on that Foster's right now. Uh,
Lent is over.
yeah. Thank you for joining us because if you're joining us here, that means you are a patron. And therefore you subscribe to our Patreon. Thank you. We're really grateful for that. It's
Yes,
either
please, thank
that.
you.
Yeah, it's either that or
I
we drop this episode several months later because one of us went on vacation. Uh,
think it's yeah. But thank you, folks, for please, like Travis said, give us the launch codes. I'm Tom. That's Travis. Thank you for being a part of our Patreon because this is right now a Patreon exclusive, what you're watching and or listening to. So thank you for the $5. We're cheaper than gas.
We are cheaper than gas. Right now, we are cheaper than gas
We'll probably be cheaper than gas, sadly,
for the
for a while.
rest of the year.
Yes.
Um, unless this ceasefire is legit,
Which is
which
not.
um I
You hear
I ha
turkeys on the
I do
table?
not have a lot of hope,
You
unfortunately.
hear turkeys on the table now?
Sure, yeah, but it doesn't surprise me. Hasn't like Israel been threatening like Turkey too?
Yeah.
Like
No, I was saying it's on the
they're
table.
just
Yeah, yeah.
getting fucking feral down there. Anyway, we're not talking about that. We're gonna talk about a much lighter, broader subject.
Lighter and broader, but it still pisses us off.
Tom, I heard there's a new game that you and your son have been playing, or it's not a
Ah,
new game, but it's new for you. I've beaten it
okay.
and its
So
sequels.
I still have the PS4. That's actually the only console and gaming system I have. I sold the others, but I have a PS4. And Thomas, my oldest, is very into Spider-Man because the on Disney Channel, Spidey and his amazing friends. It's honestly,
Hmm.
it's very much for toddlers, like because he's been watching it since he was 2. But what's funny is if a Marvel fan watches this, you're gonna be like, "Oh, this is kind of genius." Like it's literally if the Avengers were in a Y7 rated universe. like like
Y7?
yeah,
Damn! For a
but it
toddler show? That's like PG for kids shows.
oh well maybe that's just me, but
Like
it's
Avatar: The Last Airbender was like a Y7
oh it
show.
was okay. So
Yeah.
maybe I'm getting my ratings mixed up in my head. Okay, G
Y
rated
is
G.
usually like
It's fine.
tip
Why?
of the bottom. Yeah.
Let's say why. Let's say why
Yeah,
then.
yeah,
That's
yeah,
why.
yeah.
It's a really fun show to watch if you're a Marvel fan and then wants to have your kids watch it. And he likes Spider-Man because of it. And so my wife got him Spider-Man indoor house slippers and the Spider-Man shirt. But the Spider-Man shirt she got, by the way, she has no clue who the fuck any of these people are, from DC to Marvel to Dark Horse. She has no clue who the hell anyone is. Obviously she could pick out through a lineup. Oh, that's Superman, that's Batman, but she doesn't know that there's like 27 different Peter Parkers. So she got him at Kohl's or was it Target for cheap. It was like $2 because this is how old the game is. The Insomniac, a T-shirt from the Insomniac Spider-Man
With
for
the
the
big
PS4
white spider on the back.
line and those
Yeah.
spider lines on the gloves and all
Yeah.
that. So she got
Actually,
that
not a
because
bad costume design.
oh, it's great. I love how the feet are basically perfect for grinding on rails.
Yeah, yeah.
It's so great. It's you know what it is? It's finally a parkour outfit. It's a parkour friendly outfit. But
Yeah.
anyway, she got that shirt for him, and he's been so happy. And I saw that. I was like, you know what? He's been playing that racing game I've told you about for like a year and a year and a half.
Mhm.
I think it's time to get him that. Like, why not? It's fine. I don't, it's rated T, whatever.
Yeah, yeah.
So I went to Book Off with him, and
Eh.
I sold 2 games, Mafia 3 and Mirror's Edge Catalyst. Speaking of parkour,
Hmm.
everyone, please check out Mirror's Edge Catalyst. Oh, you want vertigo? Do you want to shake in your chair as you're falling? Like freak out, like actually like freak out, like get motion sickness? Like this game is good.
Well, I don't because I get
No,
motion sickness
I know.
very
But I'm
easily.
telling you, that's how realistic Mirror's Edge Catalyst is. It's a first person parkour game. You're gonna feel yourself falling. Like,
Ugh.
ah, it's so good. Anyway, I sold those games and I only had to pay an extra $7 to get used for 1999 Spider-Man, the Insomniac
Mhm.
Spider-Man game. Wow. I'm It's weird to say. I'm glad I didn't play when
The
it first came
first
out.
one. You
Yeah, the
haven't even
first one.
played the
No,
sequel.
no,
Yeah.
the sequel, which is a PS5 exclusive, and or the
Yes.
DLC, which is Miles Morales. What I'm saying is, it's a weird thing to say that I'm glad I didn't play it when it came out because I'm really happy playing it now. Because I'm just watching, I'm like, this is Spider-Man.
hmm
Holy the concept they're taking with Doctor Ock, the Sinister Six, everyone, and I know the second one deals with Venom and Craven.
hmm
But what a great way to do Peter Parker in this one. Holy hell, the jokes, the acrobatics, the combat, the it is Arkham. It's Arkham. It's Arkham
Oh yeah,
combat.
it takes a lot
But
of inspiration from Arkham,
but
definitely.
with it's basically if Batman had superpowers though, because Spider-Man.
hmm
Because here's the thing. Spider-Man, I don't know if you noticed this, Travis, you can jump off the Empire State Building and take no fall damage. I think it's hilarious.
I know. That's one of the stupidest things about the game actually. They actually in the I think it's the second game,
That has
and
it.
maybe even the Miles Morales game, they start and
Fall
I don't think
damage.
it's necessarily like falling, it's like how you fall. Like if you do tricks while you're falling, you do take fall damage.
Interesting. Because I
Yeah,
remember
and like if you hit the ground and you don't do the trick right, yeah, you do take fall
because I
damage.
played a lot of Spider-Man games. I played the one on the N64.
Oh God, yeah.
I played the movie one on the PS2, and then I played Spider-Man 2, the movie video game on the PS2, and everyone knows that one is an amazing Spider-Man game. Spider-Man
hmm
2, the movie, the video game is probably one of the greatest Spider-Man games, and now Insomniac did it right. It's like, yeah, this is how you do it. This is how you do it with
Yeah.
the feeling, the running on the walls, the side grind. Oh, it's so great. Anyway, he's playing that. And because we're talking about video game folks, we're just what this episode is about is where the state of the video game industry is. And it's not specifically the work culture like behind the scenes where we know that if you're a part of the video game behind the scenes, it's like a shitty industry unless you're an actor, like a voice actress or actor.
Yeah.
We're not specifically talking about that, which it is a problem, by the way. Treat your workers better. Jesus Christ, Naughty Dog, for example. I'll say it. Um, it's the state of video games of what's coming out and what's happening to the culture. So let's
hmm
start this off. Travis, what is maybe not your first console, but what's the first console you played on? So I know there's a difference because sometimes our first console wasn't the first time we ever played a video game. But what's the first time you've ever played a game? Yeah, it's a little different now, huh?
Because it would not have been in my home.
The exact, it is, yeah, okay, yeah, there you go. You said it
I
because that's,
think I want to say it might have been in my cousin's house many years ago where
you have a cousin? I thought you said you didn't have
they're
any.
not there. No, I don't have first cousins.
Oh, okay,
It's
okay,
like
okay.
my mom's cousin who had
Oh, you're
kids.
second. Got it.
Um, and I was like 4, they were teenagers. Again, I didn't have any like cousins my age growing up.
No, of course. Okay,
But
so
I think they had a PS1,
yeah.
and one time they played, and and I think it was it I think it was Marvel versus Capcom,
Oh,
because
the PS1.
I think so, because
That's dope.
I want to say there were Marvel characters in there. I
That's
like
dope.
yeah,
That was a good game. I remember that on the PS1. I remember that as
because
the cabinet.
does
The
Capcom
arcades.
make Street Fighter?
I think they're part of the same family. I'm not
Okay,
sure.
yeah, because I think it had like Street Fighter characters or something.
Yeah. Sorry, no, you're right. Then Capcom is the creator of Street Fighter. So yeah,
Yeah, yeah, because I remember one of the characters' name was Ryu,
yeah.
Ryu,
hmm
and and I actually don't know if I played that or if they did the little trick where they give you an unplugged controller just to make you feel like you're a part of it.
Oh my
Um,
God, I think everyone fell for that in our
but
generation.
I want to say Spider-Man is a character, and I think Venom was a character, and I
Yeah,
didn't
Venom
really know.
was
And this is before I really got into Spider-Man, so I didn't know what either of those things were. That might have been the first time I played
a video game.
a video game, period.
What
And
was your first
then
console?
Game Boy Advance.
Oh
If we're gonna
shit.
like,
No, that's
okay,
fucking legit.
yeah, plug into the TV, it was the PS2, but before then I had a Game Boy Advance, and it wasn't the
You know
SP
what?
flip up, it was the Advance, and the first game I played on
Fucking
that,
A, dude. Game Boy
it
Advance. Yeah, you were a
yeah, it
baller.
and the first game I got for that was the Pac-Man collection.
Hell yeah.
So it had a bunch of different Pac-Man variant. It had like four different
Yeah.
Pac-Man variant games.
Dude, that's so dope. Okay, you know
Mhm.
what's funny about that? I'm gonna get to that quickly, by the way. Okay, so I like, by the way, we talked about a Marvel video game, and you're like this, oh yeah, Marvel versus Capcom. For me, the first time I ever played a video game, if I can remember it right, it's either, here's the problem, because I went to a lot of arcades. It was either an arcade game or, and I'm trying to remember what it was. It could have been Gattaca for all I know, but I remember for a console, it was Super Mario 2, and I don't know what it was called, but it was the Nintendo. But it was the Mario that was like better pixelated and vibrant colors. And it was the one where it really introduced the cape that was yellow, the yellow cape where you fly.
Oh, that was Super Mario World, right? Yeah. I
And then
had
you can
that
do
for the Game Boy
okay,
Advanced.
okay, you can do two players and you take turns playing Mario and Luigi basically. And
Yes, 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 that's
yeah.
Super Mario World.
Okay, okay, okay. And it had the Star World section where you can
And it
go,
introduced Yoshi.
yeah, as a riding
It
mount.
introduced Yoshi.
Okay, so
Yeah.
that's what I played. So I played that. By the way, my cousin Britt was a animal at that game.
Hmm.
Like a psychotically just good at that, and she could kick ass. It was awesome to watch her play. I swear, it was like as a younger cousin watching her play. It was the coolest thing of like, yeah, my cousin's a badass. Because I was little, but okay. So at home though, here's a cool story. My first home console, and this is hilarious, the N64 and the Game Boy for me. I had
Okay.
the Game Boy Color. I had the Game Boy Color. It was like a magenta, like a dark purplish red. And obviously, for the first game I had, it was Pokemon Blue, because hell yeah, I had Pokemon
Hmm.
Blue. I had the Dexter's like platform shooter one. I had Pokemon Pinball, and I had the Dinosaurs video game. Remember that one? The Dinosaurs on Game Boy.
No.
The Disney movie Dinosaurs had a Game Boy game.
Oh.
Yes,
Okay.
but for the
I
N6,
never, by the way, I never played any of the Pokemon games because it just like I had like
it's your addiction. It's the gateway for
oh yeah,
RPGs.
like
It's the
that's
gateway drug.
it's the gateway
Pokemon
to
is the
drug to
game.
RPGs, but like by the time I was like I heard that like heard of it because I thought Pokemon was just a TV show. And then like
Oh
and then I knew people at school in elementary school that
no.
were like really into Pokemon on their Game Boys.
Yep. Mm.
And they were talking about like all the monsters they captured and oh, I ported over all my monsters from my Game Boy Color
Yep.
and
Hmm.
and I have this thing where maybe it's because my parents didn't always get me what I wanted when I asked for it. You know, I developed this thing where it's the opposite of fear of missing out where I don't know what I don't know what that's called where but it's like you realize you did miss out and you just decide okay like I'm interested in this other thing. I'm gonna make that my thing.
Yeah. I mean, just make
I
the best
missed
of the
out on
situation.
Pokemon. If I start now, I'm gonna be playing catch up, and I'm not gonna be as cool as
Gotta catch them
everyone
all.
who
Gotta
was.
catch them all.
I
Gotta
was
catch
not
them
gonna
all.
be as
Gotta catch them
cool
all.
as everyone else, so I'm just gonna focus on I don't know,
Yeah.
and also my parents didn't want me watching like kid shows with commercials at that
Mean
young an
capitalism
age.
for kids.
Yeah, no, I was a PBS kid. Like to me, Cyber Chase was like the most rad show for
Uh,
children
if
because
only, if only
because it was
you're,
the only show on PBS that had anything that resembled peril, and that interested me.
if only you were like me at 6 years old watching home movies. Oh God, and staying up late watching that shit. Aqua Teen Hunger Force at fucking
Oh
12
my
o'clock at
god.
night. Oh yeah, I was watching that shit. I was like
Was it
sneaking
wasn't
out.
home movies like H. John Benjamin
Yes.
before Bob's
Yep.
Burgers?
Squidbillies,
Um,
H home videos or home movies, and then Aqua Teen Hunger Force. Anyway, the thing about Pokemon though was cool. So I would play again with my cousin Britt, and she was good. She had the Game Boy Advance, and then the Game Boy SP, and we would battle each other. She was always kicking my ass. And then what was cool because you could connect with a cord and duel
yes,
people. Yeah. But
I've seen
then
people do that.
on my dad's side, older cousin Thomas and Anthony, we would just play because no one had the cord for some reason. We would just sit together and play our own games and just talk like, "Oh, hey, you're doing this, okay?" Because we would like almost be following each other on the same map. So we'd be
Yeah.
helping each other with the same encounters. But on the N64, I got the N64. I had fucking GoldenEye.
Oh, the friggin' godfather of
Every,
first person shooters.
well, that's Doom. This is like the godfather of co-op because people
Okay,
would
all
fight each
right.
other. Yeah, Doom is the godfather of first-person shooter.
GoldenEye was the first person shooter parent, like not your parents, but proverbially like your parents would get you because
Yeah, yeah, that's where
Doom was
like
too violent.
that was like the mainstream for first person.
Yes.
That's what got it mainstream.
Yeah.
Doom was like everyone's still doing Doom clones for first person. Let's be honest.
Hmm.
GoldenEye was making like, hey, this is it. By the way, what was funny? I got the N64 for free. You want to know how?
How?
So at my apartment complex I used to live in Anaheim, I was on the second floor. Downstairs across the way was these two twin brothers who were living there. I don't know if it was a one bedroom or two bedroom. It was two like twin 25-year-old brothers. And they had the stereotypical setup of the little patio outside was all outdoor weightlifting equipment, right? Like the hardcore, like basically what you see the homeboys doing in the front yard, like that shit.
Yeah.
Nice guys though. But here's the thing, they were like Morris Chestnut in the 90s jacked.
Hmm.
No, sorry, Morris
Okay.
Chestnut in 2005 jacked when he had the dip in the elbow.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's how jacked these two guys were. And I saw them and I just said hi. And I think they just like, hey, this little kid's kind of cool. Like, come out. Like, hey, you want to weightlift? Let's sure, dude. Give him the bar. Ha ha ha. Like that. And then I saw, and I just, one time they were just playing a video game. I'm like, oh, I like James Bond because I was watching that already with my dad. When I was like
Yeah.
3 or 4, it was just my dad loves James Bond. I was watching that. So when they saw this 3 or 4 year old kid, like, hey, we got a James Bond game, and they're like, hey, Mrs. Flores, and they were 25, Mrs. Flores, can you come inside? We'll play with us. Don't worry, like, we'll play. I played GoldenEye with a bunch of college guys, and here's the thing, they had their buddies over, and this is the funny part. I was this 3 year old pasty ass white boy. I know I'm Hispanic, but I was this pasty ass white boy playing with mid 20s college homeboys. Yeah, they're all
Mhm.
black homeboys, and kicking I was kicking their ass. I know they were letting me win. I know they were,
That's
but it was
great.
so cool. I was fucking them up. And every time I made a kill, you know what? And there was 4 controllers going on. I'm killing 3 guys at once. Every time I made a kill, you know what they did? Oh, oh,
They screamed and cheered for you.
I know they were letting me win. I know as an adult now, there's no way they let me win. I was manhandling them on that shit.
Yeah, that would feel good, like playing with a bunch of like young guys, but grown guys. Like
Oh, like, well, to
I'm
me,
just
they're
thinking of that
adults.
age. Like
Well,
I
to
would
me,
have
they're
felt so
adults.
happy.
Yeah, they're adults. They're 25. They're like all like we're in their mid 20s, maybe 30s, but
Hmm.
they were all adults letting this 3 year old, 4 year old little schmuck kick their
That's
ass.
great.
Oh, dude, at one time I remember that I took my shirt off and I did this.
You twirled your shirt in
Fuck
front of them?
yeah. Hell yeah, because I was beating their asses. Hey, these guys were jacked. Like,
Yeah.
I had to be like, ah.
These-
And you know what they did? And so when they moved, because I think their whatever they did as a job, by the way, their cars were like legit. Back then when cars had like the touch screen back then in the 90s when it was getting a thing, they had that in their cars.
Okay, so
Touch
they
screen.
made bank. They
Oh,
they
they
got they
they
had good jobs.
one of them had a little gaming device in their car, I swear to God. They had the Jurassic Park console in their car.
Oh my God.
They had that in their car. Remember that in Jurassic Park with the
Hmm.
touch? They had that
Yeah.
in their car. I'm not joking with you. So they were making bank. So when they moved, guess what they did? They
They
gave
gave
it
you the N64.
with GoldenEye as a gift. And dude, you know how cool that was? Because they're like, "Hey man, take it." Like, no, I'm like, "Oh no, guys." They're like, "No, no, no. We're actually moving. Keep it. It's yours. Go home. Hey, we're gonna wrap it up for you. We're gonna roll up the cord. Remember when you rolled the cord around the console and you rolled the cord
Yes,
around the
yes.
controller?"
Because you
They
couldn't
said,
unplug it. It was like,
they
yeah,
said,
it was
"Yep."
part of it.
But you rolled it. We wrapped it around, and they only had one game. That's the thing. Because they were obviously busy dudes and making banks, so they only had one game. And honestly, let's be honest. When you had the N60, excuse me, when you had the N64, you just needed GoldenEye. Really,
GoldenEye
they
or Star Fox or Mario 64.
or
That's
obviously, and if you're really into it, Ocarina of Time.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
They gave it to me and they said, "Here's for you, man. Take care of yourself. We're gone. We're gonna be gone now. Bye." And it was pretty bittersweet. I missed them. I did. I was a little upset, but they gave me so I was going upstairs carrying this console, and I'm like, "Mom," like, and she's like, "Where did you get that?" Because we could not afford that at all. Hell no. And I was
Did you
careful,
steal
and
it?
she's like, what's going?" I'm like this. They gave it to me. She's like, "What?" She went downstairs to make sure, and she's like, "Oh yeah, no, Mrs. Flores, it's his. We love him. He's a great kid. We're moving, and we don't need it. Like, let him have it. It's fine. It's don't worry. It still works. Two controllers, one game. Mrs. Flores, the game is appropriate."
Yeah.
And
We've
that's how
played
I got.
worse.
But there was some worse games on there. Hey, Conkers was on the N64.
Mhm.
Conkers bad for it, but they gave me that. That was my first console and real video game was the Golden Eye on the N64. My dad hooked it up and I played it. I My parents were not into video games, so I was playing by myself, but still.
Yeah.
Oh, that was, dude,
Uh,
trust me, that was the greatest feeling as a 3 or 4 year old. Like, oh,
they had well, we grew up. We were really growing up kind of in the PlayStation 2 era.
Xbox, PlayStation 2, Xbox, GameCube
PlayStation 2
era.
and original Xbox. And there were a lot of games that came out
So
for those consoles.
let's jump ahead now. 2002 is when the PS2 came out and the Xbox and the GameCube. That's when they all came out in the year 2002, 2003. And what was great about that was that's when video games were becoming the culture. So before then, you had obviously the Genesis, the Atari, N64, computers. Still, there was still computer games like StarCraft, Doom,
Yeah.
Wolfenstein, and Warcraft. Not World of Warcraft, remember?
RTS
Warcraft. Oh
Warcraft, yeah.
yeah. And then other city builders like Civilization started off like that too. And I think Empire One, Age of Empires One, because I played Age of Empires 2 with my cousin. But anyway, post 9/11, which is interesting. Post 9/11,
Yeah.
2002, with the because the PlayStation 1, I played a lot of that shit. I played Resident Evil 2. I played Marvel vs. Capcom. I played a lot of the Tekken.
Hmm.
Mm. But now, PS2, Xbox, and GameCube. Now, so the N64 is gone now. It's called GameCube.
Yes.
This is not only when the video games become culture, pop culture, but this is actually where the console wars started.
Yeah. Well, it's I mean, well, you still had Nintendo versus Sega back in the day, so that was like
That war was dying out. This was the big three now.
yeah, I'm just saying there were console wars before then, but now there was like the superpowers have shifted. Nintendo
Yeah.
wasn't the top dog anymore. Sony and Microsoft, were making very big pushes into gaming.
Well, Sony was just saying we're here to stay because this is the PS1 who came on, now the PS2, and Microsoft was like this. We can go to war
Bet.
too. Yeah.
They said bet.
Microsoft literally said bet. And when those came out, oh my God, I remember that fucking so. What did you have? You had the PS2, right?
I had the PlayStation
Okay, so
2.
I did too. My
I had the
cousins,
slim variant too.
oh, I had the Fat Boy.
Yeah,
I
the
had
OG Fat Boy,
I
yeah.
had the Fat Boy where it goes like this and then it goes like that. Yeah,
Where it like gets a little skinny. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I know
I
exactly what you're
had the
talking
one
about.
where you could actually beat someone to death with.
Yeah. Mine was like I was surprised when we got it. I didn't realize there were like variants because like until I went to other people's houses
Until
and
I
they had
saw
the
it
Fat
too.
Boys.
Yeah.
But like no, like mine was like I have books there are books on our bookshelves that are thicker than this. Like fucking novels.
Oh God, yeah,
And
dude.
maybe that's not fair because my
Dude.
parents had a copy of Gone
Hey,
with the Wind in
m-
paperback, but
my kids who are toddlers, so their books are thicker than that shit.
my dinosaur books that I collected as a little kid were thicker than that.
You know what's funny? I can't say that because my mom bought me the early 2000s dinosaur dictionary and it was this thick.
Like as thick from like your eyes to your lips kind of
Yes,
thick.
yeah,
Yeah.
every dinosaur known to man. But here's the thing. Okay, so it came on. So you had the PS2, I had the PS2. You know what was funny about that though, by the way?
Hmm.
The me and my cousin Thomas, with on my dad's side. It's funny,
Yeah.
Thomas. I know my name's Thomas, but anyway, we spent a lot of nights together at my grandmother's house. And when we would do, he would bring his PS2 and we would play. But beforehand, when it was just the N64, because we played, there was a wrestling game, a WWE game we played a lot on the N64 together. He had the N64. We were eating food, and my grandma's like this. This is when the Target catalog used to be the shit. She slapped the catalog on the table and said, when you pick your game, I'll get it. And we're like, what, grandma? Like, I'm eating fucking KFC. I'm like, what are you talking about? He's like, what? By the way, there's three boys on my dad's side. My cousin Anthony got jack shit for some reason. It was just me and my cousin Thomas. She asked me and Thomas, pick a console that you want, and I'm gonna buy it for you. And we're like, and in my head, I'm like this. Did I fucking win the lottery? What the fuck's going on here? My cousin's like,
You know what a console is, Grandma.
yeah. And my cousin Thomas, who was 3 years older than me, was like, bet. He literally said, bet. Like, what the fuck are you talking about, old lady? And she's like, this. I'm gonna get you guys a console this Black Friday coming up for Christmas. You're gonna pick the three: PS2, Xbox, or GameCube. Whichever one you pick, I'll get with a controller and a couple video games. I'll pick them out, and you'll get it for Christmas. So this is the Christmas present you're gonna automatically. This is after we knew Santa Claus was, and so we're just like, and we're looking at each other, and we're like, all right, sweet. Now, I didn't pick the Xbox because in my apartment I had neighbors who had an Xbox, so I was like, well, I'm covered there.
Interesting.
It was this weird thing. So I think the Xbox, PS2, and GameCube had been out for a bit, but
Hmm.
I already knew. It's like, okay, I get it. Like I can also too, I didn't know much about the Xbox at the time, but I was like this.
You
I
didn't know
love
about Halo.
no, I didn't. But here's the thing. I love Mario. I
Yeah.
really love Super Smash Bros. On the 64. I wanted a GameCube. I was like, I want to play Zelda games. I want to play Mario games. I want to play Smash Bros. I want to get the GameCube. I said, grandmother, I'd like the GameCube. She's like, are you sure? Yes. You know what my cousin said to me? Are you fucking retarded? Literally, he's like, are you gay? The fuck's wrong with you? Get the PS2. Oh, I swear to God. I swear to God. Well, hey, remember what I said about sinners? That's cousins. You either
Yeah.
super supportive of like, go get your dick wet, or you will kill your cousin for ever coming here again. I will fuck you up. I don't give a shit. So my cousin was like, are you fucking gay? Like, what the hell? I'm like, what? I like Mario. He's like, Mario sucks. Get the PS2. Grandma, I want the
Oh
PS2.
yeah.
No, he was like, I want the PS2, grandmother. Get me the PS2. What the fuck's wrong with you,
That
T?
language just took me back to the mid 2000s because that was
Yes,
every like
yes,
boy that wanted to be cool talked like that.
yes. But he was like this. Get the PS2, you stupid fucker. I'm like, well, isn't GameCube Nintendo? You have an N64. Don't be stupid. Don't He was about to
You could
smack
do
me
more
if
shit with the PS2. That was
well, we
true.
didn't hold on, remember, we didn't know at the time. He was just like,
Uh,
don't be retarded. PS2. But here's the thing. My grandmother went to the Target in Seal Beach. Guess what she did?
she got the
She forgot,
PS2.
no, she got the catalog that I circled. And so she's
Oh.
like this, excuse me, can you help me? What? Can I get I guess two PS2s. Ma'am, we'll help you, but what do you mean you guess? Like we want to get you the right thing. What do you mean? No, I know my one grandson wants a PS2, and I completely forgot what the other one wanted. And she's like, "Well, why do you mean? Like, do you want to go first, find out? I'm not going home to call because remember, this is when cell phones were still coming out, like the landlines." And she's like, "Well, do you know what he wants? I forgot the catalog at home. Catalog at home. At this point, he'll be fucking fine. Just get him a PS2." Look, ma'am, and I swear to God, this is the because she told me the conversation. He's like, ma'am, I understand that a kid will be happy with anything that their grandmother gets her, especially a grandma who's getting him consoles like you're getting him candy. Wow, amazing, good for you. But don't you want to get the kid what he wants? Do you remember it was a GameCube, Xbox? I don't give a shit. Just get two PS2s in my cart now. So because my grandmother forgot the catalog and didn't really give a shit to find out, she got me and my cousin the Fat Boy PS2s, and that's the only reason, Travis, why I'm a Sony fan. That's the
Oh
only
my
reason why.
God.
The only reason why I'm a diehard PlayStation fan is because my grandmother didn't give a shit enough to like. I don't fucking know what they remembers. Fuck them. She literally was like didn't give a shit. So I got a PS2.
Is your grandmother still with us?
No, she's dead. She died.
I was gonna say, okay, all right. I thought so. I was gonna say like you should put like a If you still have the if you well yeah, I know you said you sold them all. It's like you still had the Fat Boy PS2 but don't play with it anymore. You should just like put it on her grave in place of flowers. It's like this made me who I am.
It did
Thank you, Grandma.
because here's the thing.
You had such an impact on my life.
This is what makes it funnier. This is what makes it funnier. She got him a couple of games, but because my uncle just he just got them what they wanted. Guess what she got me? First of all, she got me two controllers. She got me two controllers with a PS2, and she got me. Here's how cool my grandmother was. She got me the DVD remote so I could watch videos properly in movies. So she was a cool.
Ooh.
Guess what games she got me though for my first games? Because she didn't. Here's the thing. She was an old lady when she was an old lady.
She didn't know about ESRB ratings.
No, 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 no. She got me PlayStation 1 games.
Ah,
She did
well,
never
you can
got.
play those.
Well, here's the thing. The PS2 was the game to do the cross gen.
hmm
But because they all look the same to her, which is bullshit, a PlayStation 2 box looks different than the cassette for the police
Well,
the CD.
the PS1 games were like on CD,
Cla
which like
glass CDs with the green emblem.
yeah,
PS2 was the black casing with the wrap.
yeah. They
Guess what she got? Guess what my first PlayStation 2 game was, which even though it was a PS1 game.
Resident Evil? Nope.
Remember when you said you had the Pac-Man little collection on your Game Boy?
Oh, was it like
Game Boy
the
Advance? It
Atari?
was basically the Atari cabinet collection from Gattaca, fucking Pac-Man, Miss Pac-Man, the little other weird ones, which I don't even know what to remember to call them. But I
Like Dig
sent,
Dug or whatever.
yeah, like said, look, it was all that. It was called like the Pac-Man Museum Collection,
Okay, yeah, yeah.
and
I think I played that.
some weird ass side-scrolling high fantasy medieval thing. I don't know what. I'm like, Grandma, you know these aren't PS2 games, right? She's like, and I wasn't being mean to her like a snotty kid. I was like, thank you, Grandma, but I'm like, out of curiosity, you know these are PlayStation 1 games, right? She's like, this, they're all the same. So that's what really started my
Nope,
video
nope.
game culture was my grandmother mixing up a Game Boy and not remembering and said, yeah, sorry, a GameCube and missing. I was saying, fuck it, get him a PS2. Just put it in my box. I don't give a shit. Put it in my cart. I don't give a shit.
Yeah,
And that's what started me into video games was a mistake. And it was the best mistake ever because, dude, when you said the PS2 had everything,
it did.
dude, do you remember Project Snowblind, Dragon Ball Z, the fucking, oh, every movie having a video game tie-in?
Oh yeah, that this was the decade of like movie video game tie-ins, and some were great, and some were just slapped together junk.
The Cat in the Hat
Um,
video game. Remember the Cat in the
it
Hat
it,
video game with Mike Myers?
it
What
Okay,
a fever
hold
dream.
on. Someone wants to join in.
Tater
Okay,
Tot
Tater
is
Tot
here, the
wants to join
mascot.
in. He's barking
Hey,
at me.
oh, are you a chubby boy right now? You're a little chubby
He's a
kid.
little chubby. He's a little
I mean,
chubby. Wanted to see if he wanted to say something in the microphone. He's a. We found
but
out
yeah,
he's a few pounds heavier than he should be. We're working
but
on
we
that.
but we love him either way.
Oh yeah, we do. We love Tater Tot. Everybody here loves Tater
For
Tot.
those who couldn't see, Tater Tot made an appearance.
Tater Tot's sitting on my lap at the moment.
But
Oh,
yeah,
and he
no.
is
So
heavy.
to get into it, so when those three consoles, GameCube and Xbox and PS2 came on the scene, that's when the console wars were really getting crazy and heavy. And you saw games that were changing the landscape and were becoming pop culture. Like, okay, Xbox, you said it. What was the game that just changed it all?
Halo.
Combat Evolved. And oh
Remember the
my,
marketing for Halo 3?
that's one. We're not at the 360 yet. We're not there yet. But let's just talk about the
True.
Xbox. You had Halo. Just Halo alone. Yes, there were other Xbox exclusives, but just think of the impact Halo had on America.
hmm Yeah, Halo 2 like
Halo,
changed the
Halo 2. Yep,
game.
Halo and Halo 2.
Um there's just all sorts of stuff that came out for the PS2, and that was kind of when
Dude,
shooters were
fire.
emerging, and then by the time you got to like the PS3
Hold on,
360 era, oh, we're
don't
not
forget
there?
GameCube. No, remember what GameCube was doing for all our Nintendo players? Everything was 3D, baby. 3D
Yeah.
worlds. Dude, dude, remember Metro Prime for the
Yes.
GameCube?
Yes.
Wow, what a hardcore first person shooter. Wind Waker for Zelda. Super Mario Sunshine was my favorite. Love Super
Hmm.
Mario. And then obviously what Resident Evil 4, because that came out first on the GameCube and that changed everything. Resident Evil 4
Yeah.
changed gaming mechanics, but then also too Super Smash Bros. Melee. Remember? Hey,
Melee.
hey,
Yeah.
success. I can still say that. But okay, so PS2 had a lot of stuff too, and if you notice, PS2 was very story-driven games. Yes, Xbox had Fable 1 and 2, but damn, PS2 had like basically that was where all you got. That's where all the Metal Gear games were.
Yeah, wasn't like Metal Gear PS PlayStation exclusives?
Metal Gear, Sons of Liberty, and then Snake Eater. Snake Eater was still the. It's got a remake, by the way, a remaster. Sorry,
Hmm.
a remake. But yeah, Snake Eater, and then you had obviously across all platforms, and that's when the remember how video games stopped losing the exclusivity and started being across platforms, like all the Call of Duty games, Finest Hour, Big Red 1, Call of Duty 3, and then you had oh, okay, you want to talk about good exclusive? Ratchet and Clank, Going Commando, Up Your
Yeah.
Arsenal, um, and then Deadlock, and then you had the Jack trilogy, and then you had the Sly Cooper trilogy.
Oof.
Oh, I remember
It's amazing
fucking
they haven't gone back to Sly Cooper.
it came out on the PS3 for a fourth one. I was not feeling it. People said it was fun. I'm
Yeah.
like, nah, I'm sorry, man. That trilogy is very sacred to me. I played that trilogy religiously. Oh, and then don't forget, because only the Xbox and the PS2 had it, Battlefront, Star
Battlefront
Wars
1
1
and
and 2.
2.
And now PS3, 360, and the Wii. That's when the war was really hitting an escalation.
Yeah, and we took a massive swing with the motion gaming. Good boy. Sorry, he's still sitting on my lap and I'm just enjoying his company. Yeah, we took
Hey,
a big
Travis, it's
swing.
like a weighted blanket.
Yeah, we took a big swing of motion gaming and
Fucking huge swing.
that kind of
Jesus.
I think it won out in sales, but like because it was kind of like, oh, everybody and their grandma will want this. And you can play Wii Sports together. It was great for parties, but
Wii Sports
it
was fun. Wii Sports
it
was
really
fun.
limited the selection of games. Like Nintendo's notoriously not been friendly to like third party
Mm.
titles,
No,
and
yeah.
we
Oh,
kind of
yo,
made it worse.
Nintendo's the only one who does exclusivity and nothing else.
I mean,
Xbox and
they
PS2 share.
once I know they had like a couple of Call of Duty ports for the Wii,
Oh,
like
they're
Modern
so bad.
Warfare, and they
Oh, they're
were
so
awful. Also, they didn't support like 1080p visuals,
no.
which
They
was
still
like,
not. They don't still support good visuals. They look shiny.
yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, at least for the Switch, it's like, well, you can't. I guess you can't support 4K if you're also doing it portable.
No.
But it's like, okay, like that's the drawback, but at least you can play games like normal on the Switch. But yeah, like meanwhile, PS3, 360 were out. Call of Duty was like the thing now.
Oh, dude, Call of Duty 2 trailer.
Everybody was trying to make a Call of Duty or Halo ripoff or
Sorry,
Gears of
I'm
War
grabbing the
ripoff.
charger. No, remember the Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 trailer with Eminem, Cinderella Man?
Yeah.
That
Hmm.
trailer, there's no better video game trailer still to this day, and I will fight that to the death.
Yeah, I believe you.
When the smoke clears out at a high, perhaps wanna whip this shit till my bone. Dude, you see the fucking White House on fire? Oh, and then also too, don't forget okay, PC was still around, and they still were pushing grounds. If you remember, Crisis and like Morrowind were pushing grounds graphically. They were.
Mhm.
They were people. PC's been around from the beginning of time, almost in a sense. When they're like in the 90s, like yeah, we had consoles back then in the 80s, but PC was really still there. But with the PS3 and Xbox 360, you were getting good graphics. Okay, Oblivion. Let's talk about an RPG that was on both consoles. Oblivion was a big thing back then when it first came
Yeah.
out. Elder Scrolls Oblivion and then Skyrim.
You know what else was going on was the fact, like during this time, although it was starting to wane, was like developers would make more than one game
Oh
at the
yeah.
same time.
Oh, they were
Like
just pumping them out. They were
at
well,
the same
like the movie
time,
industry back then.
I mean like Naughty Dog was making both Uncharted and The Last of Us at the same time. and that was normal. Rockstar, I mean, they had multiple studios, but Rockstar was essentially they would pump out multiple games.
Grand
There
Theft
was
Auto
multiple Grand Theft
4,
Autos,
5.
there was
Oh
Manhunt,
shoot.
the original
For the
Red Dead.
PS2 and Xbox, San Andreas was in it, and Vice City.
There wasn't this trend of like, um, hello. There wasn't this trend of like, multiple, or like you, for example, Rockstar after Red Dead 2, nothing for 8 years. Nothing for 8 years from Rockstar until GTA 6 comes out.
And they pushed it back how many times?
And they keep pushing it back. But they haven't, it's like, you literally can't make anything else? Like, you're not making
Well,
anything else?
there's
Like,
a reason why, though. There's a reason why,
yeah.
and I think you're getting into it. It's because video games weren't being pumped out, not for cheap shit. Like they were making games, like the PS2, PS3, and Xbox 360 era. Look at all the games that came out. Okay, Halo 3. Again, the marketing campaign. My God, that was a cultural event. It was, no matter who you were, there was stuff that was being shown at sports bars. You hear people hearing stories like this. Oh yeah, when we saw that and we saw the little miniatures, remember with the panning and the miniatures and all
Yeah.
everyone I've heard stories from people who saw that at bars, at sports bars, and they were all quiet, like, what the fuck is
Yeah.
this? ODST live action trailers. Hey, this is when we were getting live action trailers too. It's because Skyrim had a
Hmm.
live action trailer too. Um, you had Gears of War coming out. Okay, Halo, Halo Reach, all that stuff. You had Fable 3 coming back. You had bigger other games like the Dead Rising ones. Remember the third person just killing a bunch of zombies in them all?
Yes.
And then the PS3 had Uncharted. Basically, that was the dominating force. And then obviously both consoles had the Dark Souls, Demon Souls. That's when From Software was showing up and just fucking showing gamers what it was like. Like this is
Hmm.
hardcore. This was a Battletoads was the whole game. But
That.
what we're saying at it now that it's changed, I think the reason why it's taking so long for games to come out when it used to be every year, everything just coming out, coming out, coming out, coming out, like our TV shows used to be. Too much money is being put into it to make it lifelike and real.
Yeah, it's like everyone is expected to have like a 4K television now. So now you're gonna make a game, and
You
the
base,
consoles are like way more powerful than they've ever been to accommodate that. And
oh
now
my
that means
God.
their games have to, it's like if you're gonna put out a AAA game, if you're a AAA studio, you're gonna put out a game, it has to basically take advantage of everything that console can do
And more
and
and
more.
push it and push
Yeah,
it and push
and
it.
to push it as hard as you can, which means it's like, uh, you know,
I blame The Last of
our
Us.
Last of Us. Yeah, I mean, I could arguably see that with like Red Dead 2, and I love Red Dead 2, but like Red Dead 2, it also works at like it's an open world game, but it also works as a third person shooter. It works as an RPG. It works as a camping simulator.
First
Well, it
person
has all
shooter
these
too.
elements. It has all these elements that really, a long time ago could have just been split off into multiple separate games. But now it's like all together.
Every
Actually, if
game has
anything, it reminds me of like the old movie tie-in games that we used to have. A lot of those games would, because it's like, we gotta turn this movie into a game. Okay, what do we do? And they make up a bunch of bullshit mini games to like fill the time that had nothing to do with what happened in the movie.
no, God no. Some of them were good. Hey,
Yeah,
The Godfather, the video game, and Peter Jackson's King Kong were the best examples of movie video games.
yeah.
Trust me, dude, dude, I would still play those. Oh my God, so worth it. But yeah, no, it's yeah,
Like, like
stupid.
I remember when I played the Harry Potter Sorcerer's Stone game on PC, and
Yeah,
the
you
the
played on the
the
PC
troll
too?
section, the famous like troll that invades the girls' restroom on Halloween. That
Troll in the
they turned
bedroom.
that into like a backwards chase thing
Yes.
where you're like running, but you're running towards the camera, so you don't see what's coming on the floor, and the floor just has a bunch of gaps that lead to endless pits for no reason. So you have to learn to like jump over that. You can't
The
slow
the
down because otherwise the troll will whack you.
the
Uh,
Sorcerer's Stone was basically mini games the whole time. Let's be honest. It
yeah,
was just
so
mini
there was
games.
like bullshit mini games in there, and now you're kind of seeing the evolved version of that, kind of with AAA, where it's like we got to get everything in there. The Spider-Man games are full of like mini games. There's like, oh, you gotta, oh, Peter Parker finds like he's doing a little diet Arkham investigating of a crime.
Yep,
Oh, I gotta
yep. I just did
investigate the
that.
substance,
And
and
you have
then
to
this,
chase
and
those
then that turns,
pigeons.
and then that, yeah, yeah, and then it turns into like there's like a puzzle mini game in there,
Yep.
and then
Dude,
there's like a targeting
dude,
mini game in
I was
there.
thinking that when I was playing that with my son. I'm like, this is fucking GTA 5. There's so many little mini games in this shit.
Hmm.
And the thing about it though, why I still say I blame Last of Us 2, The Last of Us 2, I'm blaming the graphics. I blame Resident Evil for the mini games. Resident Evil is notorious for mini games since day one.
Hmm.
And now that it's become more a thing, it's like everyone took from that. But the graphics thing of having like, oh, the water must look lifelike, the hair follicles must be flowing and growing. You have beard hair over in-game time. I blame
It's
The
like we
Last of
gotta
Us.
justify the console's existence,
Yeah, and The
basically.
Last of Us did that because it came at the tail end of the PS3's life cycle. And when you were first played The Last of Us, the first one on the PS3 when it first came out, you were just like, oh my God, these graphics are amazing. Oh my God, this is so cool. Oh my God, this is amazing. And now every single motherfucking game has to be basically an IMAX on your TV.
Yeah.
You have to see the beard flow. You have to see the teeth and the grit and the gloss and the saliva. You have to see the eyes with all the moisture and the pupil retinas moving
If you
organically.
shoot a gun at a wooden wall, you have to see the bullet hole and it's got to stay there.
No,
You
no,
got
no,
to see the
worse, worse.
damage.
Yes, you have to see the bullet go through there and the bullet stuck there with the splinters, and you have to see the burn marks around it, and you have to see the smoke come out of your barrel, and you have to look and find the shell, and you see the burnt marks kind of still, or you smell the speed. Yeah, it's stupid. It's
All
tough.
that stuff takes
Too much
so
time.
much time. And okay, it's cool when you see it, but sometimes it's like, and also like the games are stuffed to the max. Like, which I don't like, okay, that's a good thing, but it's also kind of a bad thing in the long run. I've I played the Spider-Man games. I could beat the Spider-Man games very quickly. They're
Insomniac or we're talking about Insomniac.
The
Okay.
Insomniac ones. Um, like I beat them on the maximum difficulty. It's not hard, actually.
Wait,
Uh,
time wise, or we're talking about time, right? How long did it take to beat the
time
campaign?
and time, like a little bit of time, yeah, yeah. But like, whereas
Well,
Compared to Red Dead, dude, I'm still playing Red Dead, and it's been over a year. I
Red Dead
still haven't
2,
beat the
Red Dead
game.
2, Red Dead
Red Dead
Redemption 2.
Redemption 2. I
Oh,
still
that's
haven't beaten
long.
that game. And partly that's my fault because I've been finding excuses to do other things besides the main
But
story.
that's the game though.
But
It's
it's
too
designed
organic.
that
It's too
way.
organic.
It's too organic and because it's well designed, it's like okay, well, if you're going to give me other things to do, I want other things to do because I'm enjoying myself. But the cost of that is that it encourages you to take so much time that there's really no point in playing other games. It was like there was some statistic that came out. I remember IGN reported on it saying like 60% of video gamers are playing old games.
Nowadays, yeah.
And
And it's
part of
not and
that, yeah.
it's not because of nostalgia like people think or the retro feel. No, it's because it's just like
No,
it's
it's
too
because
much.
like the games, yeah, it's just like a lot of like newer games from the last say 15 years, they take a while to beat. And maybe there's a lot of stuff that there's a lot of incentive to like replay it. It's like like oh, I want to see if I can beat this at a higher difficulty. Well, how is my experience going to be different? Or if it's an RPG, which RPGs are becoming increasingly popular.
Oh, they are.
Um,
They're the thing. Well, I was just looking on my phone. Okay, you're talking about long games to beat, and there's a lot of stuff to do. I would argue, I mean, I played a little bit of Oblivion, not a lot, so I don't really know the full like aspect feel of it, but Skyrim, Elder Scrolls 5 Skyrim, I played that. I played that a lot. I bought that on the
mhm.
PS3, PS4. I love it. That came out in 2011. Now there's three DLCs for it, and we'll talk about the DLC bullshit I know again. But the base game, and I have to say that the base game, there's a lot to do. And it's the campaign. If you focus on the campaign and you don't really care about getting certain gear and you just play it on a normal-ish difficulty, you'll beat the whole game pretty quickly. I think it's 22 hours.
Okay.
But there's an organicness to it. When you're walking around from point A to point B, and after you unlock stuff, you have the fast travel. But when you're walking to events, you might get stopped like, hey, give me your money. hey, will you help me? Like that kind of happens. But if you look at how deep the game is and how vast, you could purposely you could accidentally get lost in the sense of just like, oh, well, this looks cool. I found a cave. I'm gonna go in it. Hey, I found a tower. I'm gonna go in it. Hey, these bandits were shooting at me from a tower. Well, after I defeat them, I'm gonna look at the tower. And the thing about it is with RPGs, not the campaign, because campaign missions vary from length. It could be 3 minutes to 10 minutes. We've seen that in Red Dead Redemption 2 and Grand Theft Auto 5. But with Skyrim, and this is what happens now with some games with RPG elements for that realistic feeling of also too just like giving you the most out of it. A cave could be a 2 minute exploration event where you quickly kill a couple, get some treasure, you're out. Or all of a sudden, when you come out either the tail end of the cave, when you've explored the whole thing, there's one cave, by the way, one cave, 2.5 hours pass by. And that's not even anything to do with the main mission, main campaign
Yeah.
story. That's fun, but damn, after a while.
Yeah, and I don't know. It's just kind of like the variety of like well a big problem is like more smaller games are being just online purchases now. Like they don't ever put those on discs, or they're made for PC only, of which you're just gonna buy them online anyway.
You got them on Steam.
I
Steam
mean,
has,
do
I mean,
do
a
they
scroll
even
shooter.
sell like PC games on disc anymore? Or is it all online? Like, is it
I
all
think it's all
Steam,
online now.
Epic
You know
Games?
what's funny? I haven't, I knew Target. Target used to have such a beautiful video game selection. Man, people
Yeah.
don't realize what it used to look like in 2004. 2004, 2005, man. You don't know. No one has any idea how it used to look like, but they used to have a PC section. I bought Empire at War and Band oh God, what was that one with the World War II one? It was like it was Band of Brothers ish. I forget what it was called.
Not
But
Medal of
anyway,
Honor?
no, 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 no. It was a RTS World War II game.
Oh, okay.
Company of Heroes.
Oh, okay.
I had that about that and Empire at War and Star Wars Empire at War. But there used to be physical PC, and the difference was okay. Xbox 360, PS2, Xbox, GameCube, and Wii, all that shit. Thin cases, a thin case, like a long, but thin. Not like the CDs like it was for the PS PlayStation, but it's changed.
Yeah.
The PC ones always were this thick box, thick cassette box kind of thing.
Yeah.
Because you usually had to download 2 discs. All the game manuals, by the way, folks, gaming manuals used to be like a book, even with the PS2, and in a good way. Like you read
Oh,
the
yeah.
book on the way home when mom and dad were driving you. You actually read the book and it wasn't like how to play the game. It was like, no, Ratchet, he's this one guy. Clank, he's this. Here's the enemy information in bio. Here's this all the
It's
way.
it's kind of like how DVD menus used to be like
Yes, but
tricked
in
out and
writing.
crazy,
But
and
in
so they
writing.
would put some time into developing the
Oh, you
manuals,
got
given
the enemy types in there too, and what to look for, what they act like. This is the in-game current. Like it was a fun book. They had life to it. They had joy. Nowadays, it's just, hey, download this digital copy and get your season pass.
yeah.
But
And if you
anyway,
need help to learn how to play, just go on
go fuck
YouTube.
yourself. Go fuck yourself.
Just
Go
go on
fuck yourself.
IGN.
Yeah.
Uh,
But no, there used to be physical PC. Now it's all digital. But the thing is with Steam, like, okay, there's some like 5 minute games like Scroll Stapler. Like, okay, there's some cool indie stuff. Yeah, shout out to Power Pack.
Our
But
favorite
the
gaming YouTube channel, Power
he really
Pack.
really is. But oh, and don't forget Mind Pulp. They've done some stuff. But the thing
Mm.
now is you're buying these games nowadays for the okay, PS5, Xbox Series, whatever, go fuck your mom, and then the Nintendo Switch too. Yeah, I said it. I don't give a shit. Fuck Xbox. Fuck Xbox now, what it's turned into. By the way, fuck the CEO of Xbox, Sarah Bonds. You know what she's fucking doing right now?
She did something. Oh,
She
well, I
did
know
two
there.
things. She did
Yeah,
two
what
fucking
what'd
things.
she do?
Okay, folks, by the way, for those of you who love their kids so much because they do like really well in school, they got A's and they're good kids, and like, oh, I'm gonna get them a console. It'll be nice to you. The next Xbox is gonna be $1,500.
Whoa, yeah. Oh, yeah.
The
The Project Helix thing they're calling right now.
Xbox used to be like 199 or 299, and then the 360 was like 499, and then the Xbox One was like 599. And now basically consoles are getting too expensive. That's another problem, by the way, because if you're gonna have all this hardware that's required to push these games with this extreme max settings of graphics, The next Xbox is going to be $1,500 minimum. Plus, her way to keep things cheap, Travis, she's working with Netflix to put ads in our video games. So instead of loading screens,
Oh
I said, and I'm
no.
not joking.
Wait, but like these consoles are so popular, we barely have loading screens anymore.
There will be ads in our video games, Travis, because trying
Uh,
to make it cheaper. Because
oh
consoles
fuck,
will
does
be
that this is
consoles will be in. Yes,
this is gonna
yes,
be this means that the games have to be connected online at all times so we can get the
yes.
ads.
Like
Even if
what the
you're playing a
Xbox
single
One.
player campaign, that has nothing to do
Yep.
online.
Yeah.
Fuck.
That's the Xbox's fault. That's the Xbox One's fault. Microsoft did this. The PlayStation 3 gave free free internet. It gave free internet play. And then the PS4 started charging you. And now the Xbox One said the only way to even play a game is you have to be on the internet.
Yeah, well, that's been a problem for the last like decade. That's been
No, it's getting worse
brewing.
now. It's getting worse now. You're gonna have
Yeah, that
ads.
now that's just getting
Ad tiers.
and shitified. Yeah, in shitifying video games.
I like how this pissed
You're
us
not
off so
making enough
much.
money, apparently.
This pissed us off so much I forgot where I was kind of going at the beginning because I was saying
You know what?
something.
You know we didn't even touch upon is live service games. We're
Dude,
just talking about
we
like
the
games that
culture.
you
We're
could
talking
play
about
by yourself.
well, we're
Yeah.
talking about yuppies getting involved like the way online gambling is. We're talking about yuppies getting involved in our video games because video games used to be this fun experience of one, hey, I just got off of work, I need 5 minutes. Two, co-op sitting next to you,
Mm-hmm.
either fighting each other or working together co-op, split screen or co-op, whatever one. And then also two, okay, an RPG element. You sit down and you're watching a great story and you're building up a character. Ratchet and Clank Going Commando. I played that, I think, almost 100 times. Great story, a blockbuster worthy movie story. All the settings, I upgraded all the guns, all the weapons. I loved the dialogue. It was funny. It was snarky, smart ass, everything. A little tongue in cheek. I mean, think about it. The game's called Ratchet and Clank
Up
Going
your
Commando. No, no, Going
go.
Commando.
Oh, going
That,
commando. Yeah.
that has two meanings, folks. And then
Yes.
up your arsenal.
Which I'm gonna be real, as a kid, I didn't catch that.
Oh, you did? I was
I didn't
dying.
catch any
I
of
was
that.
I was dying when
I
I
was too
saw that.
sheltered. I just thought going commando was like, yeah, yeah, well, commando, they got guns. They're gonna go fight some shit. And
Nothing
then
about
up your
being
arsenal, well, yeah, you got guns. I didn't realize they were puns. Dirty puns.
oh dude, if you think that if you play Jack 2, oh my God, Daxter's just a little shit. Oh dude, at the end of Jack and Dexter 3, he tells this one girl to shave. And I mean shave. Yeah, for it was rated
Woo!
T, and he's like this, don't worry, I'll help you with the shaving part. Because he's gonna get in that shit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But anyway, game culture has changed, folks. It used to be this fun thing of you got together. Sure, sure. With a 360 and PlayStation 3, you played online, and that's where the horrible dialogue shit came off, where everyone was saying the N-word every 2 seconds. But there was still a community. You still had fun. Oh no, there's still a community because I remember
Uh,
hearing about when Halo Reach servers finally shut down. It was a sad moment for a lot of those people who were there the last 2 hours. It
yeah.
was a sad moment. But now we're getting to the point where one, the consoles are so expensive because they need to be so expensive because the video games have such a ridiculous demand of like visual graphics that now the video games, like for example, the video games are expensive. You know that some Nintendo Switch 2 games are almost $100 each?
Yeah. Yeah.
And
It's
there
not
have
like
been
$40 at the store anymore.
no, no, no. And here's the thing, I get 59.99. I can get that.
Yeah.
That was the line for me. And it's like this, oh, if you want the director's bundle or the gold pack or the you master class or the collector's edition, blah, blah, blah. Fine. So people who got for example, the
The
collector's
super
edition,
duper version. Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, it
For
costs a
for
little
for
more.
those who
Whatever.
got that for the Fallout 4 release, I get it. You wanted the real life Pit Boy. Good for you. Fuck off. But now we have games like Grand Theft Auto 6 may be $120. And the thing is, it might take up your entire PS5 hard drive. I've heard talks that's going to be
Yeah.
200 and I've heard shit that's going to be 210 gigabytes.
This is another reason why I haven't. I basically ever since I got the PS5, I went to one trip to Not GameStop. It was an independent store.
GameStop used to
Gameplay.
be a thing. GameStop's such a shell of a company.
I
Fuck
went.
GameStop.
I went to Gameplay. I got some games,
Gameplay's where it's at, folks. Long Beach, go to Gameplay. Traffic off
and
of Los Coyotes.
I still. That was like 2
2 years
years
ago?
ago.
Yeah, I remember
I
that
still haven't bought any more games, and one of the reasons why is because the hard drive space. Where I'm like, oh, I should probably finish the games that I'm playing, and before I put anything new on
because you have to
there.
delete them.
Because I have to delete them. I mean, I'm sure there's external hard drive stuff I can
But you shouldn't
buy.
have to get that.
I know.
And remember when
Um,
there's like, oh, you can buy the terabyte PS4 and PS5. I shouldn't have to buy that. Just make it a terabyte. Remember when the PS2, the even though the PS2 had memory cartridges, one memory cartridge could hold almost 30 games.
and they were in megabytes.
Yes.
Like,
With great with amazing graphics at the time.
I remember when like an 8 megabyte memory card was like, oh, damn, you're serious.
Oh, dude, hey, you want to know how serious I was? I had the 12. I had a 12 megabyte.
Ooh,
Yeah,
oh, we got a
big
badass over here.
big yellow one with to so you could hold it better, a thumb grip. Thumb grip, swear to God, had a thumb grip imprint so you could pull it out and hold it better. Oh, I had that shit. But that's the thing. Now the PS5 is only be able to hold 2 games. The new Xbox is going to be only able to hold 2 games because you need the fact that think about that. Grand Theft Auto 6 is going to be 210 gigabytes. When Grand Theft Auto 5 is 84, if I remember right.
Yeah,
And Grand Theft Auto 5 still holds up to this day. I have the remaster on the PS4. We're getting to the
yeah.
point where it's like you're taking away what video games used to be. You're making it too expensive where it's supposed to be fun. And then you're also just putting all this like in-game purchases and loot boxes and collector stuff and merch. Hey, it's like Spaceballs, merchandising, where the real money is made.
Yeah, it's like on the one hand, developers are taking have to take way more time and money to put out new games, but
If you're
also
AAA, that's the key.
if you're AAA, but also AAA, there's that and the fact that AAA is trying to at least I hope that that eventually stops, but AAA
It
is trying to
has
get
to.
into the live service industry. They're trying to compete with Fortnite and Apex and like Destiny
Rollablocks,
2 and
Rollablocks.
Roblox. And
Which you
they're
don't have to though. That's the problem.
this is where you get situations where like that one game Concord comes out and what it was in development for 7 years and then it comes out, no one wants to play it because it's just another Fortnite, but everyone's already playing Fortnite, so Sony closes the servers after a month and you literally can't play it anymore.
And
And it's
then
just like that I God, like at some point something's got to be going off in everyone's mind like that's not tenable.
no.
You can't.
And
That cannot be a trend you chase. All that effort, like the story here, I was not into Tony Hawk skating. I didn't play that, but I
you
know a
didn't
lot.
love
But I know,
oh.
judging by your reaction is nothing unique. I know a lot of people our age that grew up playing that, and the story I heard,
Yeah,
they
yeah,
put
yeah,
out
yeah.
they put out like what was like a remake of the of Tony
And then
Hawk.
yeah, Pro Skater 1 and 2, baby.
Totally yeah rebooted the franchise. And what did Activision do with the developers? Did they make another Tony Hawk game? Because that reboot was very successful. Nope. You're working on Call of Duty Warzone. Fuck you.
No,
Go
dude.
work on this other thing. Don't expand our output.
You brought me back, dude, when you said that, by the
Don't
way.
it power I mean Power Pack talked about it in a video and he had this really heart-sinking quote. Why make something that will make money when you can have all the money in the world? And that made me so fucking sad to hear. It's just like,
That's where we are with our video games. With our really,
yeah,
that's where we're at with our entertainment. This
it's
is
the
this is nothing
post
for the,
Marvel Hollywoodification of video
yes,
games,
it is.
where
Because
it's
this is
like,
happening to movies, this is
just
happening
put
to
six
TV.
movies a year and they're all gonna cost $100+ million
Yep. This is
instead
with
of
this
yeah.
isn't just video games. No, this isn't just video games. This is movies and TV too. And we've been talking about this with TV mostly, but the movies you can see it too. Okay, what's happening at the end of the year now? Oh my God. It's Dune 3. It's fucking Doomsday for Avengers. I think this is Avengers 5, right? Doomsday. And then possibly I heard this, the Odyssey got bumped down to December. So I've been hearing. I'm just saying though, like you have these,
Yeah.
it's these big budget, holy crap movies where it's like, man,
And
what
and then
happened to
yeah,
like
and then
little
the
indie
Harry
shit?
Potter TV show, which they put a buttload of money into, which
Don't forget they're putting in a buttload of money into season 3 of House of Dragon. They're going to put a buttload of money into probably Star Wars, Darth Maul, the Shadow, go fuck yourself, mom. I don't know what it's called. But no, and like, okay, going also too with video games where it's gotten too big, the games, not in the sense of like the graphics needed, the
yeah,
hard drive and all that, and the money. The details fine. The world of the video games have gotten too big. Okay,
yeah,
I know you hadn't played Skyrim, but let me tell you, playing this again for the fourth time and really like maybe being more older and aware, this is a very dense. Like, okay, Witcher 3, long, they said. It's a long game. Skyrim is deep. Like a
yeah.
deep, like you're doing like God, talk about dungeon crawling and like just running into shit and like doing stuff and the detail. The fact that this is the base game still. This has nothing to do with Dawnguard, Dragonborn, or Hearthfire, or the modding community. By the way, modding is where it's at, folks, because of Skyrim. Kiss my ass if anyone says otherwise. It's because of Skyrim modding is where we at. But the base game alone is so vast and so big. It's like that should have been the cap. Because okay, give you an example of worlds and how. By the way, folks, there's a difference between in-game world and world. So, for example, when people say in-game world time, for example, like okay, we have a 24-hour time frame in our world that we exist in, right? But in-game, 24 hours could be, let's say, 4 hours. Like a 9-day cycle in a video game is 4 hours, right?
Hmm.
So, but size of the world. Okay. Do you know how big Arkham Knight is? Like the world map of Batman Arkham Knight?
Like for Gotham, the how big Gotham City is.
Yeah, the Gotham City you can play in.
Hmm.
5 kilograms squared, 5 kilometers squared. Like the square
Okay.
footage, it's 5 kilometers. Fortnite, 6.7. That's pretty big. Grand
Yeah.
Theft Auto 5, sorry, 3, just 3 is 9. When you get to, hold on, I'm watching a video that's showing it right now, but let me get to it. Grand Theft Auto San Andreas was 38
You could travel
kilometers
38 kilometers in
in,
total
in the
on that
game.
map.
Yeah. Far Cry 3 was 46. That's Far Cry 3 on the
Yeah.
PS3. Here's another one. PUBG, 64. Red Dead Redemption 2 is 78. That's a big world.
Ooh.
Okay, I'm gonna let it skip a little to get to some bigger, well-known ones. Okay, Assassin's Creed Origins, 80. Grand Theft Auto 5, 81 kilometers squared. The square footage. We're gonna get going. Just I'm gonna let this play for a bit because I'm going through it all. Okay, Horizon 5, 107, Cyberpunk's 107, Assassin's Creed Valhalla 120,
God damn.
The Witcher 3, The Witcher 3, because I brought it up to you, The Witcher 3, 135 kilometers squared. DayZ 750. I'm just letting the video go, folks. It's almost done. Death Stranding 370.
Ah!
That's a walking simulator. Tom Clancy's Ghost Recon 440. Just Cause 4 1036. Final Fantasy 15 is 1200. The Crew almost 5000. There's a game called Fuel. Very few people probably know about it. I think it's more of an online, like a PUBG kind of feel. Guess how many kilometers is it squared is that game? You and I have never heard of this, played it. Just think about this. I know this is
Yeah.
an online game though. 16,093 kilometers. Here you go. Here's a big one. Oh, what's that one that everyone played that was kind of like a debaucherous shit, but we all started to like it literally at the end? Um, God, what's it called? No Man's Sky? Oh yeah, No Man's Sky.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
It's not even in
Wow.
kilometers, kilometers. You know what it is?
Light years.
No, 286 galaxies. Just Galaxy. So it's like games.
Of
There's a
like
certain
the procedurally generated same
universe. Yeah,
planet
but it's
over and over again. God damn it.
that's still huge. And there are
Yeah.
I know like there are other games with like in the thousands now. And I think this new game called oh darn it, I talked to you about it. It's a new game on I think the Xbox where I told you that you can like basically WWE but in knights outfits and armor. Crimson Dawn.
Yeah.
I know
Or
that's
Crimson
almost
Desert.
Crimson Desert. I know that's in like the 2000 range. But at one point with video games, it's like, all right, dude, I don't need this video game to take me 2 years to beat. I like a video game where it maybe took me a week. I'm okay with the campaigns being me personally thinking about all the video games I used to play, like the SpongeBob SquarePants Battle of Bikini Bottom and the movie, um, the Samurai Jack game. I played so many games on the PS2, Black, oh, everything. I'm okay with a campaign being 10 hours, 12 hours max. I'm okay with that personally, even if I paid $60, as long as it was good, entertaining, and replay value.
Yeah.
I have not replayed Red Dead Redemption 2 since I first beat it because it took me a year because of
Yeah.
how dense it was, because of how organic it was. You know how many times I got stopped?
Yeah.
You know that after a while, I actually said fuck it and I started fast traveling because I was done. I was done.
Mhm.
It's like I get the fun. I know Witcher 3 is, I never played it, but I know it's a fantastic game. Like I know Skyrim is a fantastic game. But at what point are we getting out with these games where it's like we don't need it to be a life simulator? We just need it to be fun. We don't
Yeah.
need in-game cutscenes like Uncharted 4 was all big about and all that shit. We don't need our the hair and the shade lighting and the rays and all this crap of 120 frames per second. This isn't fucking anime. This isn't fucking Akira. What we want in our video games and what developers need to realize, even if you're AAA, is replay value and a fun moment. Go back to the 10-hour campaigns with side quests adding 3 hours.
This, I'm reminded, a friend of mine who's really into tabletop gaming, like Dungeons and Dragons kind of thing. I once played with them a game called Rolling for Shoes. It's essentially like D&D. It's a joke version of D&D where you can essentially roll the dice like the die for any little thing. Like, and it's called Rolling for Shoes because it came
Oh
out of the
yeah, yeah.
idea like a player will ask, "Am I wearing shoes? Is my character wearing shoes?" Well,
Roll
the
for
dungeon, and instead of the dungeon master just unilaterally, or the game master, I guess, to be more broad, instead of the game master deciding unilaterally for you, well, let's find out. Just roll the dice. Are you wearing shoes or not? And it's like any little
yeah.
thing,
It's
and
the
then yeah, and it's kind of like the video game industry is doing that, or kind of playing with that mentality. You got to account for every single little thing.
that's so
Um,
lifelike. And it's like we don't need that though. And here's the thing. That can be like, okay, Fallout New Vegas and Skyrim, the legendary difficulty, the survival difficulty, where it's like this, you have to drink, you have to sleep, you have to eat, you have to do this. Or in Skyrim, when you play legendary, you fast travel is gone. You're walking like in medieval times. That's a choice. But when it's built into the fucking game, Travis,
mhm.
it's like we don't. One of my favorite, okay, I'll say it again because I played this over 100 times. My favorite, the video game I played the most, besides obviously OG Battlefront 2, but campaign wise, was Ratchet and Clank Going Commando. I could beat that in a day. And not by in a day saying like, oh, from 7 to 7. No, I got home from school one time. So I got on at 3:30, and all of a sudden when I beat it, it was 8:30 at night. So 5 hours. I can beat it in 5 hours. And yes, I already knew the game well enough so I can like speed run it through without the glitching bullshit. Like I can just I knew
Yeah,
where to go. I knew how to make my character jump and run a little faster with the controls. But it was 5 hours. So maybe it was a 10-hour game. I cut it down to five because I didn't do any. Excuse me. I'm so sorry. I didn't really focus on collecting guns. I didn't focus on the side quest stuff to get more money or to get an extra part. And also, too, I was playing on New Game Plus, so all my guns were already like super upgraded.
oh
So,
yeah.
you know what I mean? But I wasn't focused on like the other stuff that's part of the fun game. It's just I went through the game. I didn't do the tournaments. I just blah blah blah. That's the point. Developers right now. Naughty Dog, Rockstar, EA, Activision, whoever's still alive,
Hmm.
Microsoft, Sony, and Nintendo's too. Nintendo needs to know this. Bring back the 10-hour campaign. It'll force you to drop the price more. More people will play, more people will buy. The graphics can still be great, but you're not spending the graphics on a 60-hour campaign game of open worldness. You're spending all these graphics on a 8-hour, 10-hour campaign. So then the console can be cheaper. The memory can be used better. The console doesn't have to be this hard drive made by the gods. Where at this point, if the Xbox is 1,500, God knows how much the PS6, PlayStation 6 is going to be, even though the PS5, I still haven't bought it, but let's be honest, what's the PS5? It's mostly just remakes and remasters. Let's be fucking honest what the PS5 is. The next console I get, my wife says, like, hey, can I get you something? Just get me a PC. Just get me a laptop. I will happily just take a gaming laptop at this point. If it's already 15 fucking $100, and then I'll go on Steam because guess what, guys? Digital is cheap than physical now, which sucks because I love physical. But at least on Steam, that $120 game might be 40 bucks.
Yeah, and actually, I there's something there. It reminds me of like kind of again back to the movie conversation. Where you have these, in the movie theater, you can have a big $300 million Marvel movie, and then next door it could be some indie horror movie that cost 20 million to make.
Now hold your breath.
Mere fraction.
Yeah.
Ticket prices are the same because that's an example of like the movie industry is essentially an example of like a demand only like marketplace. Everyone's paying the same. It's not the Marvel movie is not going to cost more to watch in a theater, despite how
No.
expensive, despite to account for the cost of labor and making it. It sounds like and video games used to be kind of the same, at least physical purchases.
Yeah, they were all the same fucking price, and they just
They're
got a
all the
different game.
same, brand
Just pay
new,
what
the
game
same
you
price.
got.
So
Hey,
it
hey,
sounds like
hey,
what you're
cat in
kind of
the hat.
proposing is
Sorry.
so it's like video games used to be kind of like also a
Yeah.
demand only marketplace. It sounds like what you're proposing is that we move away from that and the bigger we might that maybe we should price games more by labor rather than um I mean by that proposition you're kind of negate like a 10-hour game, like if this is how you're going to make games cheaper and then make them cost less to buy. It's like what? There'll be a $20 game.
Well,
That might
$20 game.
that could change the entire business model.
Well,
Because
what
then
I'm
it's like, oh, no one's gonna want to buy 100. We're gonna put
$20
all
game.
this money for 120 million a game that's gonna cost 120 bucks. When there's a game right there that's gonna cost 20, more people are gonna buy the $20
Well,
game. Less people are gonna buy GTA 6.
what I was suggesting is everyone make games cheaper, not
Yeah.
just one person taking advantage of a market thing. I'm talking, no, do what the model of movies is right now, but what video games were back then. Back then, every game cost 29.99 or 39.99 across the three platforms. PC, I think, was sometimes a little bit more, but PC is different. PC is a different animal. So I'm talking about the consoles.
Mhm.
Do that back then. Halo cost as much as Sly Cooper.
Yes.
That's
Yes.
what
Exactly.
let's
It's just about demand. It wasn't
yeah.
about
So no, I'm
supply or
saying
labor.
do the demand. All studios go back to making shorter games, not this crazy lifelike simulator crap. Even though Sims is like shitty graphics and cheaper, go figure.
Hmm.
Everyone should do that. No one should be making games worth 120 bucks. That's just fucked up. No one should be making games that are 69.99 or 59.99. Go back to the, and I hate to say it, go back to at least a 49.9 game. All you studios, put a cap on that shit. I don't, first of all, I don't need an open world game that's 16,000 kilometers squared. I don't need that. And it's like this, oh, it's probably mostly open space. No, no. Skyrim is detailed to the fuck.
Yeah.
You walk 10 paces, you're gonna run into something. You walk 20 feet, you're gonna, no, no, no.
Well,
Get back to,
that's what makes Skyrim special. There's so
but,
many like
but I'm
since
saying
open
that
world is the trend. There's so many where it's just
I
nothing.
know. That's what's, but the thing is, open world's gotten disgusting. It's like gambling. It's like bring it back, bring it back, and then as we progress forward again, we'll be more. more better, more attuned.
Hmm.
That's what I mean. I still mean do the open market demand because PC is where the games are cheap, have always been. Steam has been around for like decades now. You can always get cheap games on Steam. That's
Yeah.
different. PC is where you go for the true gamer. The consoles need to be this again. PC has always been where the true gamer household is since like 2005.
Yeah.
Bring the consoles back to the baseline like it was back in 2005. That's what I'm saying. If you want PCs
Yeah.
to be the market where you got, okay, someone who played Half-Life 2 for the first time, I bought it for 5 cents on Steam. Good for you. Fuck off. I don't care. Or I bought this one indie game that's only 2 hours long, but it cost me $3 and I had a blast. Good for you. I don't care. I'm talking about the consoles. You and I are console guys. We grew up on consoles. Consoles. I played RTSs. I have played RTSs like a motherfucker. Middle Battle, Lord of the Rings, Battle for Middle Earth 2 is my favorite.
Mm.
Like I said, Empire at War. I played the God and Evil 2 one. I forget what it's called. I played all RTSs up the ass on the PC. I love PC RTSs. Don't get me wrong. Age of Empires 2 is a fucking personal spot in my heart because of my cousin. But I'm talking about consoles. Like you and me, we're console bros. We're
Hmm.
console bros. Bring consoles back to the same price. Bring down the cost of making it where it's like, oh, we had 12,000 people working on this game because we wanted the water to look like fucking off of Nicaragua. No one cares. I don't want good looking graphic games. It's like, remember we said about TV? Make TV look shitty again.
Yeah, make shitty science fiction, shitty looking science fiction with more episodes.
Make shitty looking TV games, sorry, video games, but just make them replay value. Or if anything, because remember when I told you there's been some games with horrible graphics, but great gameplay mechanics.
Hmm.
Like, okay, Amnesia is a really blockbuster franchise, right? They had the bunker. It still looks like crappy graphics, but there was a cool mechanic where one button opened up the gun, second button unloaded the cartridges, third button, one, reload, two, reload. That's a fun mechanic in a horror game where you have to manually open the gun, take out each bullet.
Yes.
Those mechanics are fun. Help. I'll give you the best example of a video game mechanic I've ever seen still to this day. The Godfather, the video game, based off of The Godfather on the PS2 an intimidation tactic to get more people to pay for racketeering protection money. So good.
Hmm.
So good. Where you can grab the owner. This grabbing him scared him a bit. All right, I'll pay. Got a little close to his face in the game. Horrible graphics, by the way. Godfather 2, Godfather on the PS2 was still, no, the Godfather video game was actually still bad graphics for the PS2 at the time, even. But you would grab him by the collar. All right, I'll pay. You got into his face. Okay, I'll give you an extra $5. You smash his head against the register. Okay, I'll give you 20. You let him go, start breaking his shop. Okay, I'll give you $600. The mech- but if you went too far, he would say, fuck you, and he would start just attacking you. You had to kill him. And then you had to wait 2 weeks in game, which would be about 2 hours
Oh
to
yeah.
go back and try again. But think about that mechanic for a PS2 video game based off a fucking movie from the 70s.
They had the freedom to experiment like that back then.
You can have it now. You just bought into the bullshit of Fortnite competition
Yeah.
or Roblox, whatever the fuck anything else is called that every YouTuber made $1 billion. I swear, I blame YouTubers like I Show Speed and Markiplier and Logan Paul and fucking iJustine and all those motherfuckers, or Jacksepticeye. I blame all those YouTubers who played video games like that back in, when we were in high school because you fucking ruined video games for us where every developer needs to do this because it's about YouTube and then YouTube generates the money and blah, 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 blah. Money, money, money,
Yeah.
money, money, money. It literally, I literally have, who's that guy's name from Incredibles that helps Bob out with moving his family?
Oh, yeah, government agent guy.
You know what I think about?
Yeah.
Money, 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 money. We can't keep doing this, Bob. I have him in my head. We can't keep doing this with our video games. I love video games. They're amazing. There's been some amazing moments where, guess what, Travis, when you and I were acting, I took it from a video game.
Hmm. Yeah.
But
Oh
now
yeah.
we're doing this bullshit where it's like, I have no desire to play Grand Theft Auto 6 because God forbid I got to pay $1,500 for the next fucking Xbox. And then God forbid, what's the game going to be like?
Yeah.
I don't care that oh, look how that, okay. the jiggle physics. Ooh, and I'm like,
Yeah.
dude, it's not even saying like, oh, because I have a married woman, I can see her tits every day. No, I don't give a shit about that. I just want a game
Let's,
with replay
yeah.
value.
Oh, your horse. It's like with Red Dead 2. Oh, your horse's balls get smaller when you go into the cold. Have you noticed that?
It's like I don't care anymore. I don't
Yeah.
even care anymore. Here's the thing too. The video game market too right now, to make it cheaper. Here, you know how one way they can force developers to sell games cheaper, sell consoles cheaper, and then not put all this stupid crunch time into making a game?
Hmm.
Focus on remakes right now. That's a great market, and I'm okay with that. Resident Evil 2 remake is the greatest remake I still have ever seen to this day. To this
Hmm.
day. You need to play it. I know it'll scare the shit out of you, Travis. My God, Resident Evil 2 remake is one of the greatest video games ever made.
Hmm.
Start doing remakes. I want a remake of the Godfather video games. I want a remake of Peter Jackson's King Kong. I want a remake of Jack and Dexter. I want a remake of Ratchet and Clank. I want a remake of Sly Cooper. Hey, the Oblivion remake everyone got on the Xbox Pass, the Oblivion remake.
Yeah.
Oh my God. I heard everyone was just losing it. Everyone had a blast playing that. It did everything right. It took from the modding community in the right way. But that's how you make video games cheaper again. Stick with not remasters. I don't need that bullshit of like it's in high def now. You can go fuck your mom. Go remakes.
I feel like we need like I feel like the publishers have just conglomerized so much where they own so many developers, and I almost wonder we need to do like what FinCEN was for television, where it's like, no, developers are independent companies, they make their own thing, they can pitch to a publisher like, hey, we got this game idea, invest in us, invest in the project, but don't buy us,
Yeah, just invest.
don't just invest, do like a third party system
Hey,
that might help.
that would be a great government policy. You can only invest in video game studios. You legally cannot own them.
Antitrust. It's basic antitrust. This is basic actual Lena Khan esque antitrust
God
is
damn
how
it,
we can
dude.
save the video games. It all comes back to politics, my friend.
This is how you know this country's in a shitter when our video games need antitrust laws.
Yes, this is so we yeah, and also I don't know, maybe this Jared Kushner and Mohammed bin Salman should not own EA unless they make a Burnout game. Then I'm
Oh,
totally okay
dude,
with it.
Burnout. Hey, Burnout Qatar would be so fun.
It
You know,
wouldn't
I
be
hear,
Qatar. It would be like Riyadh, because it's Saudi Arabia.
I heard that the next Horizon game, I think it's a car racing game, right? Horizon,
uh,
not Horizon
for
Zero
for
Dawn, Forza,
oh
Forza. You know what I'm talking?
Forza,
Yeah. I heard it's going to be the size of the actual Eastern and Asian continent combined. And there's
Jesus.
no point of that. And I get it. Because I played Skyrim and I loved how big it was and you could see where you're going. I love Tears of the Kingdom and you could go there. And oh my God, I love Fallout 4 too and Fallout 3 and other all the RPGs I played in the PS2, PlayStation 3, PS4. I get it, but at a point, we got to stop. We got to actually revert back our games, make them linear again.
Yeah.
Linear with it's like, hey, make all games like The Last of Us. Linear with a open exploration feel.
Hmm.
Like, okay, like Ocarina of Time. Great example. It wasn't really open world, it was just exploration feel. You actually still were linearly moving around. There was some backtracking. It's just like we don't need all this shit where it's like
Start focus on making monies off of how many copies you sell, not by
there you go.
how
There you go.
much
You
money
said
you
it. You
make
said it.
after you sell the game.
You said it. Yeah, it's not about this whole day one release, how much money we made. We're like, Red Dead Redemption 2 made like
But
God
no.
money.
I'm talking about like microtransactions, DLC,
Yeah, none of that
and
either.
shit like that.
That needs to be illegal. I swear, skins need to be illegal. Skins and loot boxes and all that might try. Get this skin on your gun and get this little eye patch on your character. And it's
Video
like,
game unlockables need to be like unlockable via grind. Maybe you can choose to pay for it, but if you grind for it, you can unlock it as well.
no,
Like
you shouldn't
that
even
that
choose to
needs
pay
to be
for it. No,
mandated by
you
law.
shouldn't be choose to pay for it. No more play to play. No more pay to plays. No more
Uh-uh.
in any way, shape, or form. It has to be grinding only. How about that? It has to be grinding only.
Yeah.
A DLC can have a fun little added story like Fallout 3 did, with all
Hmm.
its like Mothership Zeta, Operation Anchorage, but you still have to grind.
Yeah.
No, just it has to be grinding. Isn't it funny? Grinding has to be legal. Has to be mandated.
Grinding has to be encouraged.
Teach your kids, teach your young people to grind.
Like we did back in the day.
Hey, hey, get your pants on by your bootstraps and grind out there.
Eh.
Can we, since this has gone on for kind of a while, this episode's kind of long and it's been fun.
Yes.
Can I ask you a fun question I've been wanting to do for a while? Because I already have my answer, but I want to hear yours.
Are we closing with this?
We're closing with this for sure. By
Okay,
the way,
all right.
folks, remember, give us the launch codes: Instagram, TikTok, the platform formerly known as Swinner, YouTube, and since you're already watching us on Patreon, keep subscribing every 5 months.
Thanks
Sorry,
for the
$5.
$5, everybody.
Huh? $5. Yeah, $5 every month.
Yeah.
Yeah, $5 every month. I have a question for you because I've been wanting to do this with you, and I'm like, you know what? There's no better time, and I know it won't be that long. Since if you were in charge of a video game company to make whatever video game you wanted, no matter yada yada
Oh my
yada,
God.
all that. Hold on.
Okay.
How would you build your a video? If you make a video game, it can either be original or an IP franchise. You can make a video game. What is it? What's it about? The catch, like the mechanic wise. So story, graphics, setting, fighting, combat style. What is your video game? You have, and to say this, but you have the money. What do you want to make?
Um, oh,
You're gonna say Spider-Man 3.
no, well, no. Um,
You're gonna love mine.
I'm gonna be such a fucking hypocrite. It's like, no, no, no. I'll remake Mass Effect, but with the open world expansionism of like, what was it, Starfield?
Yeah, Starfield.
But I'm actually gonna like fill the world. Like I'm gonna give it like an open world feel, but like I don't know, like do the but do it right to where like you're not just like wandering around. It's nothing.
Hey,
Uh,
can I say something? You know how
yeah.
you and I, how you've actually said this the most on the show, and I know it's not really a catchphrase, but you said "do it right" so much. You say that a lot. You should start. You know what you should do from now on? Say "make it black, make it gangsta." That should be how you say you do it right.
Okay, if I had unlimited money, okay, here's what I would do.
Oh
Okay,
God.
I would have here on top of since you said make it black, make it gangster, I would probably have since for the original Mass Effect it was just two voice actors for Shepard. One if you're playing as a man, and one if you're playing as a woman. And I always played as a woman because I prefer Jennifer Hale's voice
She's
performance more.
beautiful. She's a
Yeah,
beautiful
it's
woman.
perfect. Like, no, no,
God
I want to
damn.
play. I want to play with her voice. No, but the
I want to
awkward
play
thing
with
is
her.
if you want to, because you can change your skin tone.
She's a race.
You can change your skin. You can do a variety of skin tones. So yeah, you could play as Black Shepherd, but the problem is you have these like obvious white voice actors coming up.
Oh hell, man! Give me my 40 back.
Like it's just like I mean, oh god, male Shepherd. I forget that
Oh
actor's name.
god.
He is such a white guy. He is such a white guy voice delivery. And so it's kind of so it's like, yeah, you could play male Shepherd as black, but it's gonna sound wrong. So like, yeah, get a couple more voice actors in there for Shepherd.
Have who's the guy who does Luke Cage? Have him be Black Shepherd.
Yeah, yeah, no, he'd be great. Yeah, Mike Coulter, that's the actor's
Mike
name. Yeah,
Coulter.
he'd be a great male Shepherd
Oh,
if you
with
played
that
him.
aspect, hold on. With that aspect, then you get a man and a woman. You get different races, then different ages. Get Ken Watanabe to play old Asian Shepherd,
Ooh.
but with the accent.
Oh, now we're
And
getting wild
hey,
with it.
hey,
Yeah.
hey, with the accent. And if you want to have more fun, get Bill Niley
Oh
play.
my God. I would also okay, something I also do is like I would have like
I love how it's always
co
Mass Effect with you.
and it's yeah,
I love it.
I love
I don't say I love it. I love it. Make it
Yeah,
black, make it
this
gangsta.
is like very yeah. If someone did like the expansions of Red Dead but with Mass Effect, I'd be sold. You know,
That'd be awesome.
if that's what that intergalactic game that Naughty Dog is working on, if that's what that is, I'll buy that. I'll delete all my files and buy that. Uh,
Who's the guy who plays Mad Eye Moody? Just get him as one of the voice
oh
choices.
yes,
But he has to go full on with his shit. Like,
uh,
ooh. And if you want to play like, ooh, here's a better one. You pick, okay, sexes, races, and age, like various actors. But then you can be like this, do you want to play good or evil? And for evil difficulty, guess who your voice actor is?
who?
Daniel Day-Lewis. Just automatically for evil. Go into the shit of madness. And Tom Hanks is your good guy.
It's like as you go. Well, you can't just like choose from the get go.
No,
Like
but
you
that's the
have
joke.
to.
I'm saying the joke. The joke
Your
is
voice like morphs as you get more renegade. Your voice morphs into like the evil voice actor, and as you get more very. It's like, why does my voice sound different? Oh, I'm getting a little evil here. I don't know
it's
if
like
I
it's
want
the
to do
equivalent.
that.
Hey, it's the equivalent of in Fallout 4 when you did cutscenes, but you did a drug before you went into it. No, really, yeah. Fallout 4, if you took certain drugs before you, it would affect sometimes. It's cool.
Hmm.
I like that. Okay, so Mass Effect, but with like getting really into it, like you want, like for the game, like what the game should have done, really.
Yeah.
Because Armada, I heard, was a shitbag. I heard give
Yeah.
Mass Effect Armada or Andromeda was horrible.
Andromeda, yeah,
I heard it was horrible.
that was like a glitch mess when it came out, and just botched that game's reputation, and they never made a sequel.
Are you ready for
Uh,
mine?
yeah, what's yours?
It's fucking great.
Okay.
I've talked about it before. Do you remember for the PS2 and Xbox? I don't know. I bet you never. I know you never played it, but do you remember the game Manhunt?
Yeah, you want to redo Manhunt,
No,
but make it more violent.
no, no. I want to do Manhunt 3.
Okay. All right. Yeah.
Do you know how? You ready? Talked about it with hey, shout out to Charles because him and I talked about it.
Okay.
Okay, ready? Manhunt 3. And it's topical, which is fucked up. I hate it, but
Oh
it came up,
no.
it came to me at work, and I'm like, this is brilliant for a video game, and it's fucked up. You play a girl. In the Manhunt games, you've only played a guy. You play a
Okay.
girl, and you play her, and she's 16. Yes, it's gonna get that dark.
Oh no.
Don't worry. I'm not asking to show stuff, but there's the concept. You play a girl who's 16, trying to escape. Yep, yeah, from a sex trafficking ring. Yes. And whatever you think, or it's already happened to the girl. It happened. She survived all the bullshit. But here's the twist. You ready?
Mhm.
It's all stealth based, obviously. It's all stealth based. Obviously, you can choose to go kind of, quote unquote, guns a blazing, but there's a catch with that. But anyway, you play as a 16-year-old girl escaping from the sex trafficking ring she was born into. She's been living there her whole life.
You're escaping from Epstein's Island.
Basically, no, you laugh, but hold on. And it's this big, and it doesn't have to be open world, but it has to be a nice sized map of you're trying to basically you're climbing up. You're getting out of this horrible complex area. And it's like obviously you can maybe go through multiple streets because it can't just be one building, but that's the thing. Here's the catch for the gameplay though.
Hmm.
Ready? She's autistic. So the gameplay is those moments of autism that show up. Not saying she's full on like making
Hmm.
fun of it autism, but it's like the chick from the pit.
Yeah.
It's that type of autism where it's like this, okay, you're sneaking around, right? And you're gonna and you see like, the guards coming by and you're gonna like, oh shit, I gotta go into this room. But what happens to some people, like Sheldon Cooper? Shit, I'm stuck in a in a mini game concept where I'm turning the lock one, two, three, fuck. But I'm stuck in like that neurotypicalness where I have to keep turning it like three times before I can move on. Like Sheldon Cooper, you know how he has to
Hmm.
knock three times, but if he doesn't, he just fucking loses it.
Yeah.
Those kind of mechanics when
It,
you're sneaking around.
it reminds me of like the I know the Friday the 13th game did this. I wonder if Gun Media did this with their other games like Texas Chainsaw and Halloween, where like if you're playing as like the merc or the victim, the mark basically, like fear becomes a metric,
Yes.
or and it's like affected by how much light is in the area that you're in, or how close is the
Yes.
killer near you,
Yes. Yes.
and the fear makes you show up more on the killer's radar.
So it's
And
like that. It's like that, but you're taking from actual real life, like this is how people with autism of certain degrees act in real life situations, not because they're scared, but because it's like, when you open the door, I have to knock 3 times on the door, or I'm gonna lose it. For her, it's like you turning the knob handle, one, the click lock, one, two. And in the mini game, you, the player, have to do it fast to do each turn before the guard comes, but you're freaking out. The game player's freaking out over the character. Oh, it's like this, a skill tree, for example.
Mhm.
You know how Archer can count bullets and he admitted he's autistic?
Yeah.
A skill tree that is autism, where it's like, no, counting bullets is smart in this game.
Hmm.
Other factor, it can be too like ignoring pain, like anything that really happens with functioning people of autism. I'm being serious. That's the gameplay mechanics in there, where you're where the person playing the game is battling that for the character because they don't have that.
It's like it's like it's like you're battling your own OCD,
That's it.
or
But it's
trying
like,
to manage it.
but it's not like in a fun way, like, oh, I like my picture this way. It's like, no, I have severe, it's not anxiety, it's not PTSD, it's I have severe OCD, I have severe this, I have severe that.
Interesting.
But they're
There's an
function they're
interesting idea there.
there's a functioning adult. They're not, and I'm not saying they're not going around going like, "Duh, duh, duh." No,
No, yeah, no, no,
I'm a
not at
functioning.
all.
It's like the chick from the like I
Yeah,
said, the pit.
yeah, like Mel.
I have
Yeah.
ticks. I have ticks. I have quirks. I have things I'm working on, like Sheldon Cooper, to be a functioning member of society. I have the bathroom break. It's like all those things mechanics, but you're doing that in Manhunt where you're a 16-year-old girl, so you're stealthing and you have to get creative when you kill someone. But here's the thing. In the game, it used to be you just went like this and you went behind someone and you waited for the icon to go from yellow to orange to red to get a gory kill. It's not about the gore kill anymore. It's about, okay, my cursor's at the leg. I can get the leg, then get him down. Like, where you choose to stab first is how you choose to quietly take the person down. So it's like, okay, I have a knife in one hand and I have a screwdriver in the other. I'm going to put the knife in his Achilles heel to get him to go, but I'm going to quickly get the screwdriver and put it inside his mouth to shove it through his skull.
Hmm.
So the gore is there to honor Manhunt, but it's not about getting the gore to do it. It's about creative ways of stealth killing, but they're intense. And yeah, you know how they said, that you've heard the term retard strength. No, you've
Yes.
heard that term. There's that
Hmm.
mechanic. So it's all that stuff, and then it's her because she's autistic. You play with her being able to have no empathy for her other fellow victims. She just doesn't. I'm getting out. I'm getting out.
Mm.
I'm not a savior. I'm not saving us. I'm not getting us all out of here. I'm not going to go get the cops and bring them back. I'm getting out.
I feel like I feel like actually that's kind of genius. The idea of like a
Mhm.
stealth game. The idea of a stealth game, but your main character has like
Autism.
neuroatypical
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
tics
But you have
and
to control them, like you said. And the
control them.
skill tree is either to subdue them more or use them to your benefit. But as you use them to your benefit, the ticks get worse. But if you
It,
subdue them, you don't get like the ability to like hear the gun clicks or hear this or like
mhm.
it's that. No, you said it's that.
It could also be like as like before you start, you like choose which you could choose like maybe which ticks to have, and you're like limited. So like,
See?
and it's the same. It's like some that are advantageous, some that are not. I was thinking about like the psychopath one where like basically what it is like you don't feel empathy. It's
Hmm.
like that could be a choice, which means there can be a gameplay moment where
Moments where there's a
it
drawback.
could actually change the way the game plays out, where it's like maybe you just if you choose that, you don't hear them crying out for help, but it's there. And maybe there's like hints in the game that that's there, but you're not noticing it. Whereas if you turn that off when before you start playing, oh, you can hear them now, and it's like getting to
Horrible.
you because it's like you can't like that way, like the game, it's like ways
Mm.
to like focus and trick the gamer.
You ever seen that
Um,
show on Netflix, Atypical? Like playing
yeah,
with
yeah,
those.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah. So you get, and here's okay. So story wise, and I'm going to spoil it for you because this will never be made. Here's the story. You find out in the game, you realize, oh my God, guess who the kingpin is? Guess who's running the sex
Whoa,
trafficking ring that you were born into? Guess.
your dad?
No, it's your mom because she gave birth to.
Oh,
Here's why.
okay.
Because it's playing with certain real things that unfortunately happens in our world today, regardless of where you're born. I gave birth to someone who's autistic. Fuck the kid. I'm gonna get dark with the story. You're the king, the kingpin. Doesn't have to be the final boss, whatever. But the kingpin, the one running the operation ring, is your mom. She gave birth to someone autistic, so she gave you, to basically John's. But here's the thing: you run into your siblings through the game, the ones who were like, well, they were born normal, so they got to profit off the money that I'm making off of. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's gonna be that storyline. It's gonna be great.
Ooh.
It's good, right? It's a good game. Manhunt 3. It brings back it honors what it is, super gory, but it's not about being gory for points. It's about surviving this, but you're still killing, trying
Yeah.
to, but yeah. And because also too, with how certain people say how neurotypicals or atypicals think, the way you're killing is super gory and graphic, but it's effective. It's like, well, they're not going to get up again, are they? I'm using my
Hmm.
environment really well, aren't I?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, that's it. That's the game. Manhunt 3, but like fucking
That's
crazy.
fascinating. All right. Well, thanks for listening, everybody.
Thanks for listening to
Um,
our Patreon. Keep subscribing every month. This is number 7. We're gonna have more coming out. I know we got some stuff I think in the back burner we still got to release. I got to work on our lost tapes.
so
Ooh.
thank you for supporting us. Hope to bring you more good stuff in the future.
Yeah, and we will because next week's gonna be
In the
fun. Don't worry,
meantime,
folks. We will. Oh, sorry. In the meantime, what? Ooh, what's in the meantime?
Tom, would you like to take it away to our
In the
conclusion?
meantime, go get a cheeseburger. It's great. Oh, we're concluding. Sorry. Okay. In the meantime,
That's what I
folks,
was gonna do.
like I
Yeah.
said, folks, thank you again for, like I said, this means a lot to us that you're
Hmm.
watching a Patreon exclusive. We thank you so much for sticking with us. More to come. Remember, Instagram, TikTok, platform formerly known as Twitter, YouTube, and Patreon. Good afternoon, good evening, and good night.
Bye, everyone.
PS2 is better.